Okay, I've never played Vampire Survivors before, and I don't know anything about it whatsoever. It was about to start, but now there's an update. Let me let it install really quick. Hey, how you doing, Truck? I don't know if the audio balance is right, so if it's too loud or too quiet, let me know. We're going to boot it up here and find out. Make sure I can full screen it. There we go. Do have a controller here. Hopefully it supports that. Game seems a little quiet in my ear. I'll try turning these up, and then I can adjust it in my OBS equalizer. Start. Antonio. Okay, so it's very Castlevania inspired. Gains 10% more damage every 10 levels, max 50%. Hey, thanks, How you been? Okay, let me get rid of that. Okay, this is interesting. This is like in a browser originally. Okay, I can already kind of see what this is going to be like. Cool. I see there's a little timer at the top, so it's like survive. Oh, and it's got like roguish elements. Let's see. Fire the nearest enemy. Not sure whether the browser demo came first. This is pretty cool. It's a simple concept, but it seems pretty addictive already, and I haven't even been playing it for long. Oh, thank you. Just fix it in a second. But actually, this game is chill enough that I might be able to fix it while playing it. Now we got new enemies, maybe it's about to become less chill. There, that's good. Fires more projectiles, generates damaging zones. Santa water. Okay, so a lot of the items are inspired by Castlevania too. Gotcha, like the axe. And it looks like the holy water that I just got. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. This game is extremely my shit. Doing okay. Getting those AoE holy waters to land feels pretty solid. I like that you have to pick up the XP too, so there's a little bit of a risk involved with advancing here. King Bible. Okay, yeah, they're almost all inspired by Castlevania, gotcha. Oh my god, that's new. Oh god, okay. Shit gets crazy pretty fast, gotcha. Thank you, Trock, for sharing this. This game kind of rules. So what is the 5-hour how long to beat for this? Is it just to get like one clear with a character? I'd try not to look at the categories so as not to spoil myself on games. Oh, there's a chest. What's that all about? Projectiles raise inflicted damage by 10%. Spinach. I kind of like the auto-attacking thing where it's based on the direction you're facing, so you kind of have to risk turning to face the enemy. Reduce incoming damage. Let's see. Probably should focus on DPS here, but I could see it getting pretty crazy soon. Treasure found. Oh, nice. The game gets lots of updates. It got an update while I was loading the stream. Like, I did a quick video test. And I got another projectile on the whip, okay. So that's pretty cool. So the How Long to Beat might have a bunch of people who played it like when it first came out before any of the updates came through. I'm trying to think, like, what does this remind me of? I feel like I've played enough of it to get it and already be addicted to it in the first 5 minutes, but I can't really place another game that it's similar to. Okay, sometimes I hit behind me now with the second swing, or I always do. Okay. It's pretty solid. Getting the upgrades is really satisfying. Okay, we got ghosts now. I'm guessing all the things that spawn are just purely based on what time you're at in the wave. Doing the base damage, I suppose. I want to get some holy water upgrades, they just haven't been rolling. Yeah, I really like the kind of like roguelike upgrades. Makes me excited to die to try again to see if I can do something completely different. Also, I want to see what all different characters are like now. This is very addictive. I haven't really had the, oh no, I'm going to be addicted to this game, aren't I, experience. I think the last time that happened in the first 5 minutes was RuneScape. So yeah, thanks, Strock. Okay, flower enemies are pretty dangerous. Hey, I finally got hit. Might eventually be able to get the ability to heal. Base damage up, effect lasts longer. Yeah, that's what we want. See the Bible being pretty good too. All achievements is a potential beat condition. I like this game enough that I might want to try to do that. It's pretty fun. We got a chest here. Curious if the coins are like progression currency, so it would be kind of cool too. Nice. Cooldown reduced. Let's keep doing the Santa water, I like that a lot. Okay, so we got new enemies. I wonder if how hard they're going on the Castlevania stuff, right? Like, you can make so many interesting enemies in this format just by ripping off Castlevania mobs. Yeah, I kind of like how simple it is, and it's simple in a way that just kind of feels like it's just pure fun and not exploitative. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this game already has a million, like, mobile clones that have a bunch of microtransactions and shit, right? Like, kill me. Okay, I like all those things. Santa water. Yeah, I really like the holy water. Big fan. Okay, so we get cash bags like Castlevania. This already has a lot of clones. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it would be hard to make this but have it feel good, right? Like, this isn't an idle game. This isn't cookie clicker. It's actually pretty active and pretty attentive, but kind of feels like that environment where something like Cookie Clicker comes out and everybody makes a microtransaction riddled clone of it, right? Shields from damage when active. Oh, I bet I can use that smartly to like run into combat really quick and do a bunch of damage. Alright, I'm getting pretty aggressive now. I hope the developer of this game, they've gotten their bag. They've made some money on it, though. I don't remember. It wasn't very expensive on Steam, right? Yeah, it's not very attentive. That's a good way to put it. Like, I still have to, you know, not walk into enemies and stuff, but this is a dream for me, this kind of, like, medium attention gameplay. Constantly throwing dopamine at me in the form of level ups. I guess I haven't actually explored the map. I've been operating on the assumption that it's just enemies going to come at me forever, so I could try to look around and see if there's anything cool to find. Let's see. Keep doing the Santa water. I can get food, so that's good. Hope they don't get sued by Konami. Although, what are they going to sue for? A man with a whip eats chicken and kills vampires? It's fine. You can't copyright math, Konami. Nice, that's what I want. You'll live to see it. I should show this game to Andrea. I think she would actually enjoy this. Having the XP drop on the ground and requiring you to like lure the enemies away or face them in order to collect it is really smart. I wonder if it's always correct to go deep, or if going wide is pretty decent too, like taking a bunch of different upgrades. Oh, that was cool. Hell yeah, I don't know what did that, but I'm not gonna complain about it. Is moving around is the only action that I can do, right? Like, everything else is an auto attack. Cooldown is just referring to how many times the projectiles get fired automatically, right? I didn't look at the controls menu just in case I'm missing some interesting mechanic there. I think those just despawn before the flowers. Okay, awesome. This is like a sudden challenge to like, you have less space to dodge, that's cool. No. Everything's fine, nothing is ruined. I see some more wall chicken over here. Oh, nice. Yeah. It's just Castlevania. It's completely... oh god. No shame. I love it. Just accept it, it's fine. My god. Okay. Skeleton's difficulty spikes a little bit here. Just a teensy bit. Oh, I see. The candles have items in them. Okay. And I can keep running away like this. Oh, okay. Is it like a Taurus? Never mind. I guess I can't. Base damage up. Well, damage amount doesn't really matter right now. I need to be able to hit more things. It seems like the big problem. There's a chest down there. Try to get to it here. So we gotta have all of the necessary Castlevania characters, right? There's gotta be like Alucard and Wizard Lady. Achievement, destroy 20 light sources. Find a rosary. Okay, I like that they summarize your DPS here. Awesome. This game rules. I'm super into this game. I see. Power-ups. Ah, okay. So this is your like permanent progression, I suppose. Cooldown. Area of effects. Speed. Duration. It's kind of hard to pick here, actually. Chance to get lucky goes up by 10% per rank. Curse. Oh, ha. More coins. I feel like I should do that now, as early as I can, you know? Okay. Mid-2000s Flash game energy, yeah. Someone's probably going to come up with... I bet someone can tell me, oh yeah, this is totally reminiscent of whatever the hell game from many, many years ago, but this feels like it's a new genre, and I would be very interested in playing anything that's in the genre that's not... mobile game crap, right? Like, if somebody else decides to actually make it good. Oh, cool, cross. So let's try something new. I like the holy water a bit. This is the kind of game, it makes me so sad that Blizzard is dead, like the Blizzard of the 90s and 2000s, where their kind of deal was... I guess Valve did this too. They'd like find a new genre and then just make it really, really polished and streamlined. Like, I would love to see a dev do that to this. But right now it's really cool. It's just a cute little indie game that apparently gets patched constantly. Sure, yeah, that makes sense. Aki. Just gotta keep doing the cross. I think I can keep the power-ups from breaking torches on the ground. Do the torches spawn during play, or are there a finite number of them on the map? Hour of Castlevania. Oh, those guys are little bosses, okay. They do respawn, okay. Sweet. Extra whip projectile is pretty good. Augments area of attacks by 10%. That sounds great. Like the way the upgrades are making you choose between 3 things is also pretty genius. Like, if they just gave you a random thing, that'd be one thing, but like, it gives you a little bit of a dopamine hit there that I made a meaningful decision. Even though it's a very minor decision. Boy, it's not good. Let's try the Bible. There's the Bible. It's actually interesting if like a lot of the abilities in this are directly inspired by Castlevania. That kind of constrains the design space a little bit for abilities. I'm sure that it gets wacky later, but I wonder what other properties you can take this hammer to, you know? What kind of cool abilities would you get with the same basic format? I guess a lot of it's degenerate, you know, like throwing an axe in Castlevania is just attack that arcs upward and then falls, right? And holy water is just thing that creates damage over time effect on the ground. So maybe there aren't too many IPs where making a version of Vampire Survivors produces really compelling different ability design. It's kind of a cool way to approach it, though. Let's do the King Bible, although I want more of the Candelabra one. Okay, so we should try to kill the boss dudes more, because they drop a chest, which is quite nice. Is there like a crit mechanic? I was noticing sometimes I was getting higher damage numbers before. Fire wand. Get the area. Yes, this game is awesome. I'm already kind of like preset at like tapping this out, but it sounds like if it's getting patches all the time, maybe that's not something I have to worry about. There was a period early when Cookie Clicker or Tail was updating it like every week or so. Those were good days. And then life happened and Cookie Clicker didn't get updates for years. Crosses. Oh, the max health seems pretty solid. Yeah, that's cool. I guess probably the game having a pretty like mild scope in terms of the art and core mechanics helps with them being able to add tons and tons of shit to it. Whoa, that's pretty neat. It's straight out of Smash Brothers, right? I like that the upgrades aren't always, it's not always like, okay, you just do one more damage. Like sometimes it's you get an extra cross or your area is higher. That kind of adds to the excitement of getting the next upgrade to see what it actually does for you. Yeah, that's a lot for a pretty inexpensive game. So do you think it's a situation where the devs are trying to like, what is it? We call it the Fortnite effect, where like a game is virally successful and you try to do everything you can to maintain that moment as possible? Epic Games accomplished it by just, you know, overworking their developers to death and creating completely unrealistic expectations of what kind of content to expect from live service games in an entire generation of kids. I don't know if Among Us dropped the ball. I didn't really follow Among Us very closely, but I remember thinking that Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes could have been a game like that, but they just weren't really prepared for the response it got, and by the time they started adding like modding features and stuff, people had already moved on from it. That's cool. Well, I imagine that this game is fun to update. Like, that's how Cookie Clicker felt to me. That Ortail is just kind of having a blast adding goofy shit to that game. Is this just a single dev too? Ooh, this is a hard choice now. I think I need more projectiles. I'm curious to figure out how the math works on like which abilities you get. I assume there's ways to unlock abilities to appear in later runs, or maybe they're bound to certain characters or something. My DPS is generally quite a bit worse than it was with the holy water before, but just one Italian guy around. I would like all of his lights to be green. I hope he finds great success with this. And I hope Konami doesn't come after him. Did I just get a pickup before that let me collect all of the latent XP orbs on the ground? Slash, do the XP orbs ever despawn in this? Sure. They don't despawn, okay. I like that as a choice. I like almost all of this game's choices so far. Like, it's pretty simple. But I think it's also kind of genius. It was a pickup that I got. Okay, I think I just bumped into it without realizing what it was. King Bible. It's a lot of Bibles. Never really used the Bible in the Castlevania games. I really like the holy water. I was a fan of the axe, and some of the games that are more brutal about giving you hearts for projectiles. I think the cross would give you a refund sometimes if you could catch it. It was often worth it. Oh, okay. So the achievements govern what stuff can appear in the upgrades, I assume? Go Bibles. Really should focus on boss. I think I was wrecking the bosses before because of holy water. And way fewer chests this time. Does anything despawn in this? Like if I neglect to kill an enemy for a long time, is it gonna go away? That's cool though. I like games that tie progress to achievements, because the thing I like about achievements is that they broadly encourage interacting with more of the game than you might interact with otherwise if they didn't exist. And so having unique things that you can only get by doing weird, non-degenerate tasks is a lot of fun for me. It bums me out when you have a game where it's like, oh, you found the most powerful ability in the game, just use that. And now you've solved it, right? It's like, well, you can still solve it, but now you're incentivized to use some of the shittier stuff to get things. Okay, so the 11-minute mark is when shit gets kicked up a notch. If you don't have an engine built to deal with big crowds, you're gonna have a bad time, it feels like. Oh, wings would be nice. Ooh. I need this for now, though. See if I get wings earlier next time. I might try to pick up a bunch of those. So there's a chest that spawned. Yeah, it looks like the torches do come back, you're right. Not that I didn't believe you, but I'm recognizing areas where there were not torches previously and now are. Hey, how's it going, Kalik? They would have to despawn, I think, because I got so many chests last time because I think that the holy water was like seeking them out and nuking them. Nice. Pretty solid jingle. Oh, is this only a Taurus in one direction? I thought maybe if I kept going far enough north, I would eventually loop around, but... God. Everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. This is where that move speed upgrade would be pretty nice. Not to die. Thought maybe that would give me a commensurate heal. Okay. Fun. Defeat 5,000 enemies, unlocks a lightning ring. Find 5 floor chickens. They call them a floor chicken, I love it. Cool. Okay. And I can pay coins to unlock the other characters, okay. I might try the other ones here. Let me power up real quick. More experience per rank would be nice too. Okay. So she just starts with a different weapon, basically, right? So she's your Scytha Belnades character. Gotcha. I assume there's an Alucard and a Grand Dynasty. Jonathan Charlotte. See, that's where it would be kind of fun if you're the developer of this. Like, how do you interpret some of the weirder Castlevania games, like Portrait of Ruin? 2 characters that you swap between constantly. Let's see. The Bible before. Music in this game is pretty cool too. Although it's super quiet, isn't it? I just noticed that. Let me turn it up a hair here. Strikes at random enemies. Okay, that's new. Give it a try. Now, I only actually get the new upgrades after dying, or maybe completing a run. Oh shit, that was a waste. Be careful with that. So even if I get the achievement mid-run, I'm not going to start seeing that item until the next run, right? They have a lot to draw on, too. Yeah, it's kind of neat in that respect. Is this game on mobile? I feel like this could be a really solid mobile game if you could get, like, clicking to move to feel good, tapping to move. To kill that boss, but need to get some XP. I can just keep walking around neglecting it. So we think despawn is based on distance, maybe, that if I walk too far away it'll stop existing. I'm not careful. I want the wings, yeah. few more times, probably, actually. It's floor meat instead of wall meat. Okay. Everything's fine, nothing is ruined. Let's keep doing the lightning ring for now. So it's kind of hard to tell from the top of the screen, but is there actually a limited number of slots I can get for upgrades? You guys come over here so I can get that chest. Okay. Free Bible. Fucking Gideons. We have a lot of area attacks at the moment, so I'll take the extra projectile, I suppose. Bards in a circle. I'm gonna do the speed one. Okay, and it looks like there's different categories. You can have 6 weapons and 6 passives, I guess. Are those like the spinach that was giving me a damage boost before? Oh, the lightning counts as an area attack? Okay. I wasn't sure what all that applied to. Not great. Character gains more XP. I'm gonna die before that matters, but cooldown reduced. That seems nice. I might want the area of effect on the ring. Oh, nice. Freeze. Ha! Right, the stopwatch. I guess that makes sense to be a random pickup as opposed to an actual ability. Cool. So I could try to use that opportunity to kill bosses next time, perhaps. Pick that up eventually, but I like the extra XP, although I'm gonna die as soon as I make a mistake here, which is likely gonna be soon. Let's try to get some floor meat here, if possible. I know, right? Yeah, this game is sick as hell. I'm really into it. I'm happy that it's popular. Needed that. Move speed. I suspected move speed would be a really strong upgrade for survivability, and that definitely seems to be true. start picking up my XP here. It feels really good to play. It's very satisfying. It's a really solid, like, dopamine loop. Fairly low attention, which is a big plus for me. I guess maybe if you don't get idle games, you probably wouldn't get this. This is not an idle game, but it feels like it's scratching a similar itch in my brain. Yeah, well, there's a shallow dopamine loop aspect to it. There's the hits from getting to make small choices every so often. Oh, pick up items from further away. Yeah, that sounds good. I don't know how big that counts as. It's pretty decent, actually. Consider, though, that, like, the ways numbers can go up. There's a lot of different dimensions to that. The problem with an idle game is that the game is constantly scaling with you, right? So unless if it really fundamentally changes the loop at some point, it gets kind of boring after a while. You can be like, oh, I'm getting 1 billion cookies per second, but the next upgrade now costs 5 billion cookies, right? So here, the difficulty is increasing in kind of an interesting way. The enemies coming in have different behaviors. And sure, some of the upgrades I can pick up are just boring. I do more damage now. But you also get, you do extra projectiles, or they're bigger, or there's enough variety to it that I'm interested in seeing different permutations of making those numbers go up. What if I had one where I had a really high move speed or a really high pickup radius, for example, versus one where I just had raw damage or raw AoE or whatever. Bosses are really hard for me to kill with this particular character, sadly. Yeah, so I've described that before in rogue-like games that you have to like build an engine to let you handle the more difficult levels, and sometimes it's possible to succeed at the more difficult levels with skill, but if you don't have your engine up and running by a certain point, you're in trouble. And this feels like that, but more literally with the clock. Like, you know, once I get to 11 minutes, I'm going to die at the 11 minutes mark because I do not have a build right now that's going to let me survive those waves of skeletons. The achievement stuff with that too, yeah. Shit. That was pickup radius that killed me there. Made me waste that floor chicken. Death is imminent. I like the decision to have enemies despawn if you get too far away from them, so you're kind of having to make a decision. Do I get to safety, or do I keep these enemies on me so that I can get more XP from them, you know? I'm guessing by default I don't really have any iframes when moving through entities, right? I just take damage for every second I'm standing on it. Alright, you ready to die? I'm ready to die. Here we go. What? Sure you can die. You want to die? Yeah. I didn't actually commit suicide there, but may as well have. Clock Lancet. 6 different weapons at once. Empty tome. Okay, cool. Didn't get quite as much money that time. Ooh, I would like to get the base move speed increases. Those would be nice. Yeah, let's try all the different characters. Oh, yeah, like a ricochet effect on that one. That's cool. So far, I think I like Simon Belmont the best. Schmeiman Schmelmont. Haven't tried the axe yet. Let's do that. Nice. Now let's go axes. Let's go deep into axes. Yeah, I like the plant ring. Or like survive long enough for it to naturally despawn. It seems like the plants have a lot of hit points, so you have to have really good targeted DPS to actually be able to penetrate it. Axes might be good for bosses. I still think my first Holy Water build was ideal for nuking these guys without having to think about it too much. That's fun. What do we got? Hey, more axe. Beautiful. Base damage up. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Garlic. Damages nearby enemies. Reduces your resistance, knockback, and freeze. Which we haven't seen freeze yet. So, do all attacks technically have an area? Does that like affect the size of this little projectile and the size of my axes? It looks like maybe that's true. I don't need to sit here and wondering, oh, does that count? I like the flavor of the garlic ability that enemies near you just take damage. That's cool. Imagine there's a bunch of interesting builds in this. So if I wanted to do an all achievements playthrough for this, I'm just trying to imagine, are they talking about like achievements for getting all of the weapons to arbitrarily high levels, for example? So I would love to try doing everything to all the different levels. That would be really fun. Rune Tracer, base damage up. And you get another one of those, I think. I like the geometry of a lot of the attacks. Like, the axe ability makes me want to stay under big groups of enemies. That's pretty cool. You can see them all there. Does the updates the developer keeps adding, that they constantly adding new achievements too? Really like that speed one, but I think I'm going to start taking wings once I feel a little bit more confident in my engine to destroy stuff. It's really good for bats. I'm not going to have bats forever. There's a good number of enemies that it feels like garlic is useless on, but... Excited to see some enemies like the red skeletons that die and then get back up. That affects the area of the garlic too. It's quite nice. Okay, so bosses don't always drop chests. Sometimes they drop red XP, which is worth more, it looks like. Chance to freeze enemies in time. I'll try that. It's just something that's constantly checking for that to happen. Oh, I see, and it doesn't hit everything. Gotcha. So So maybe upgrades in it make it target more things. Oh wait, does the clock do that as a function of every time something takes damage there's a chance for it to freeze? I want to try to do a tracked orb. Make a tracked orb happen. This is a game where pickup radius is potentially an insanely exciting stat if you can like really stack a ton of it. The permanent progression in this feels really fun too. The coins that you spend. This feels a little bit better DPS wise than my last run. I see. Shit. I really like the garlic because it gives me a little bit more control over what I can damage. Like, I assume it scales really badly to the more difficult enemies later on, but just being able to not have to depend on... Oh, do I want spinach? Let's take this for now. I might want spinach later, though. I think they give a decent amount of XP if you're able to kill them before they naturally despawn, but... Oh, I didn't even notice that that's what that was, Leon. I thought that was my Runelance thing. So I can actually control what's getting frozen. I thought it said chance to freeze. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's a smart way to implement a clock. And it makes it more fun to try to play around, it seems like. Now we take spinach. Spinach is pretty good with garlic, I bet. Everything's dead. Frozen. Yeah, I like the decision to make that like a super clock, like the one that actually works like Castlevania, and then having a targeted one that's a little bit more skill-based. It's very cool. Absolutely. Garlic technically counts as a weapon, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Corner there. As opposed to a passive. Okay, yeah, with garlic I can just run at those bat swarms. There's not that many, though. I can kind of run at them. Clear. The question is this going to work when 11 minutes arrives? That's when we're about to have a bad time. More garlic. Let's get that cooldown down, that sounds great. I want more pickup radius. I like how some of the passives that don't directly involve damage, like pickup radius and XP rate and move speed, like, are really attractive, but you might be off curve. Your engine might not be built if you take too many of them early. I think that's part of why I died as Sypha Belnades before, is that I put too many points into things that weren't actually making me kill things faster. Passes through more enemies. Let's do the base area first. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize the bats push enemies around them into you. Yikes. I wish my pickup radius was conveyed visually. That would be nice. I guess you get a feel for it after playing for a while. Hey, thank you, clock. So, Truck, you've got like 7 more hours of subblock time. You got any more of that Vampire Survivors? Can I just play this for 7 hours next week? Let's see. Reduces weapon cooldown. Ooh, okay. Don't have to if you wanted to save your time for something else, but this is a treat right now. Coming up on the 11-hour mark. I think something that I find really attractive about this game is that a lot of games like this that are just kind of based on a shallow Skinner box, I tend to like see the matrix, so to speak, pretty quickly, where I kind of figure out what the game's going to be like, and I get existential angst about continuing to play it. But there are a lot of systems in this game that are going to like stall that for a really long time. Trying different weapons, making different decisions, doing different characters, getting the permanent progression, like... Okay, so we always get a ring of flowers at 10 minutes. Makes sense. I guess I can use the clock to deterministically get out of the circle of flowers now. Yeah, exactly. Once you run out of achievements, I'd be over it, but... I said in my RuneScape essay, playing video games, or really doing anything, is all about the willing suspension of nihilism. Realizing that, wow, this is a complete fucking waste of my time. And like, you do that with any game, no matter whether it's a naked Skinner box like this, or like some high art shit, right? And so the objective of a lot of games should be to like delay or allow you to willingly suspend your nihilism for as long as possible. Let's do the garlic. I've been liking the garlic so far. Okay, the question, will we survive the 11-minute wave, is yes, it seems like. I really like that clock. I like that you can control it. I was worried at first that it was just random based on what you were hitting. Like, I saw it hitting on a line, but I thought it was just my rune tracer attack. I am gonna do more pickup radius, but I still like to get more damage for now. Imagine once I start having to deal with knockback and cold, that garlic might start causing problems for me. Should pick that up. It'd be fun to do one that's just like trying to be as tanky as possible, so you can just move through enemies constantly. I like that that's flat damage reduction too. I like garlic. Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm kind of glad that like the game doesn't have some kind of... It sounds like it doesn't have like a cookie clicker style infinite escalation of grind mechanic, right? Like, I like Ascensions and Cookie Clicker, but accelerates my inability to continue to suspend my nihilism. I can still see an ascension mechanic working in this, you know, but the idea that it effectively has an end, like you might be over it by the time you've unlocked all the achievements, I think that is attractive to me. I couldn't play Adventure Capitalist, first of all because it's a, oh no, wow, okay, 13 minutes. I didn't even see what was happening and I got swarmed, good lord. Oh, did I get a new character? That's cool. Survive 5 minutes. I see. I did get a new character, 600 coins. Let's keep working on, I guess, money and or XP. I can save money in between runs. I'll just do that. I like Pasqualina. I'm going to try Simon again. Stage select. Oh. Interesting. Move speed up. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't even think about stage design space. Fun. And we get different music. This game rules. Having a grand old time with it right now. Really like the clock. Doesn't actually get me any kills, but... I was gonna say, Adventure Capitalist as an idle game like really turned me off because it has this attitude of, oh, you can always keep ascending, and it's like, so there's no way to like say that I'm done. I can't have seen like all the unique content. All you're really doing is relabeling the unit that I'm collecting things in, right? Right, I'll do garlic again since those are all things that I've already had, but also I really liked garlic before. Area. Okay, so that even affects like the whip, gotcha. So literally everything has an area, gotcha. Garlic. Well, that first garlic upgrade is pretty significant in terms of the radius of the effect there. Oh god, this is new. I haven't tried the fire wand yet. Yeah, it's immediately being exactly what it's supposedly parodying. Right. Like, the reason I really like Cookie Clickers so much as an idle game is because it has so many interesting states and like unique mini games and new non-degenerate gameplay loops that you unlock, like the stupid stock market or planting things or whatever. And that's obviously the thing that attracts me to let's try the laurel. I haven't done that yet. Oh, I thought the laurel would be like occasionally I'd have a shield. So it's like a bubble shield basically. It'll pop and then I'll have to wait for it to come back. That's what attracted me to RuneScape is that, yeah, you know, I'm going to click on rocks, but there are so many interesting little sub-gameplay loop unlocks I can get each time I click a certain number of rocks, so it keeps me playing. Hey, Gibdos. Mummies. For there were mummies. No. Cooldown reduced, shield invulnerability increased. Gotta increase my DPS here, I think. Rocks is the shit. I like the weapon cooldown reduction. Let me get more area of effect though. Whip. I'm probably going to try to do another holy water setup, but it felt really fun. Hey. I don't really want any of these, but I haven't tried the knife yet, so we'll give that a shot. The knife, the worst Castlevania power-up. I gotta keep moving left, but I keep wanting to not leave these experience points behind. Hey. Yeah, exactly. Hope that was interesting, Aki. Nice. Look at that. Does that give me all three of those? Okay, yeah, it looks like I can scroll or maybe click on them. Oh, it automatically scrolls through what they are. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Let's do the attractor, but it seems more important for this stage in particular. Totally not Medusa heads, got it. It's pretty daunting. I'll tell you right now. Super impressed with the fire wand. So once I fill all my weapon slots, it makes it so it will no longer roll additional weapons. It'll only give me upgrades to the existing 6 weapons I selected. Hey. Pipe, pipe, pipe. Stupid garlic. Hey, dull hands. I feel like there's a lot of cool things you could do with alternate stages with things like always move left or like inherent bonuses to your stats or penalties to your stats or whatever. Empty tome. So we got a suiciding enemy now, that's new. Yeah, I imagine once it's able to pierce, that's the only reason I'm underwhelmed by it. It might be a boss killer is kind of the point. I like how the first level is like, okay, you wander around this open area and it's constantly respawning torches. Here it looks like we don't get torches necessarily. Maybe they only spawn along preset parts of the path here. This game's music's pretty sweet. I'm already a really big fan of Castlevania music. Oh, nice. I think, okay, so I got the pickup that just draws all of the leftover ones. Oh shit, I just got slowed. Oh god, this is bad. Okay. Yikes. Okay. Oh, they have my ability, I see. Ah, that's very tricksy. Okay. Probably want the laurel now. Oh, my bad. Thanks. I think it was where I saw those fairies that were using the time slow attack. Just kind of like in a zen state there, not really looking at it. Okay, that's cool. It's a pretty cool attack to suddenly have to deal with out of nowhere. I'm gonna die! Cute. That's fun. Power up. Okay. Oh, and you can refund power-ups at any time. That's nice. I like that. Let's try Pasqualina again. Try the library again. Different character. Try doing fire. More invested now. I assume one of the things you can get from it is some small amount of piercing. I haven't tried this one yet. Dove. It's a fun attack. Sorry, let me turn off acoustic bridge here. Trying to do it while moving here. What we get? What we get? Very sorry. Andrea can only chat with me over Slack now because they blocked Discord at her work, so. We really should just chat on AOL Instant Messenger. Aims at the nearest enemy, and knife fires in the face direction. I'm not good at the face direction abilities right now. It's fairly high attention for me. Hurts to not have garlic. Just do a little bit of damage from garlic, you know? There's a chance to take the fire power up. Alright, so there are still candles to break here. Gotcha. I just have to... they look different than the braziers on the previous stage. Gotcha. I think maybe the fire has some piercing when it initiates really close to me. It's hard to tell. I wonder how crazy you can get with the cooldown reduction upgrade if you just stack that a whole bunch and you're just launching shit constantly, you know? Hey, got some meat. Hard to turn down garlic. Just to like finish off weak enemies near me, you know? I guess that's why they gave it the downside of vulnerability to cold and knockback, because it seems pretty strong to have a lot of the time otherwise. But yeah, last time I was here I wasn't even noticing these candles at all. I'll try to hit them better now. Let's see. I've been able to upgrade the bird. I think the mudmen die in one hit from garlic. That's part of why I was able to get so much XP so fast last time. I feel like I need to not waste the really easy enemies by despawning them by moving away from them, you know? I already got garlic. I want to get the first garlic upgrade because the area increase is really significant. Probably can start working on the bird after that. Okay. This level's a bit easier if you know that there are pickups. So we got the scary time stop bosses off to the left. Curious to find out what happens after I defeat them. Yeah, I haven't really seen anything like it. It's really cool. Medium attention, mobile tower defense. Operation? It's kind of got an operation feel to it of like trying to fit between these small gaps in enemies and... the most epic game of keep away of all time. I need to start looking at those upgrades. Is one of these like effectively doubling my damage, you know, from one of my attacks? Like extra projectile seems like a really huge upgrade. Very nice. Base damage and base speed maybe is a little bit less impactful. But I need to go through them to get more projectiles, so Just when assessing any given upgrade, I suppose. Cross damage up. Let's keep working on the fire. Yeah, I think the fire is really, really good single target damage, so it's probably amazing for bosses. Oh god, I let that guy blow up on me. I think I was saved by the Laurel shield against that thing before. Interesting. Alright, this level gets harder once the Dullahans spawn because I can no longer quickly farm for XP. I don't see any candles. I'm looking for them. I think I was also dealing with them by freezing them occasionally with the clock, which I no longer have. The exploding enemy, I mean. Oh, I might be dead. Yep, that's okay. Yeah, I think I actually prefer Simon Belmont for that level. Ooh, okay, there's Alucard. I love how, like, shameless this game is. It's clearly like a labor of love, though. Arca. Weapon cooldown is reduced by 5% for every 10 levels. Oh. So Alucard starts as with like a passive, basically. Interesting. Well, I guess they all have a passive. I don't know what his weapon is for selecting him yet. Okay, he starts with the fire. Okay, so everybody has a passive and they have a starting weapon, so they could probably make a character for every possible starting weapon. I understand. I really want that effect, though. That sounds really cool. 10% damage every 10 levels, more experience every 5 levels. Projectiles get faster every 5 levels. Let's try the experience one. Let's do this one more time, then we might go back to stage 1. Let's start with Garlic here, just because her ability to do any AoE damage is pretty bad with her starting weapon. Let's try Lightning Ring again, if I can upgrade it a bit this time. I think so, yeah. Before I thought there was a reason to be moving left constantly, but I think I can hold off a bit. Yeah, that makes sense. I think her ability is really strong, but her starting weapon's pretty bad, so I need to get her a better weapon and start scaling it up quickly. Yeah. Yeah, garlic, early garlic is great in this stage for killing the mudmen. I'm guessing if I end up going to the left late in the level and there's really hard enemies, it's going to make the fairies that use time stop much harder to deal with. See how far I can get the lightning ring. I need to get one more point into garlic, because the extra radius is a huge deal, it feels like. None of these help me kill things, so I'll take the one that gives me XP, I suppose. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of design space for interesting characters. You could try to come up with a character concept for every single weapon in the game. And then there's a lot of cool passive concepts, I feel like. Doing the lightning ring here. Yeah, I wonder how crazy you can get cooldown reduction. So lightning bolts falling down constantly. Right, yeah. I was thinking about that. They all kind of have a beginning, middle, and end game to them. So I imagine she sucks at the beginning, but gets really strong at the end because the XP starts to snowball. Here, that's what we want. Whereas I think Simon's really strong early because his attacks hit really hard. So I'm guessing the knife character is probably Grant Dynasty. Ooh, we could try doing this again. Sure. I need pickup radius really bad. I hope there's a character that's just like crazy pickup radius. Or pickup radius every, I'll take this one here. Every 5 levels. I would take the shit out of that. Boring as it sounds. Abra. Gibdos are a little bit harder to kill. Maybe once they start spawning. I think once the Dullahan spawn, that's when I'm going to start moving, because I can't really... Sticking around doesn't really help me with them at all. More holy water. Saint water, excuse me. Oh, I like this one. That effect may have been in an actual Castlevania game. I mostly think of it as the curry in Smash Brothers, though. Sweet. I'll take wings. Yeah, I really like the way that, like, there's a lot of randomness in the game, but you can, once you play it a bit, you kind of know when things are going to happen according to the clock. That's fun. I think it also, the reason it unlocks Alucard is because Alucard has a, well, I guess Dracula has a flame attack like that, but Alucard inherits it. The earlier I take this, the better. Number go up indeed. It's a hard call. I think I want to keep trying to do Lightning Ring. I want to make Lightning Ring happen. I would put it in Garlic otherwise, but I keep doing Garlic, so... I'm guessing I've already gotten the interesting unlocks from having a high Garlic level. So does the one-time attractor pickup that you can get, does that literally pick up all of the orbs that you left behind in the entire level? Or is there still a limit to what it can get? But yeah, Lightning Ring gets pretty good when you start stacking it, it seems like. The AoE on it's pretty strong now. Gotcha, thank you. Sure. Yeah, I saw it coming into me earlier. So that's a reason to not necessarily feel like you're leaving XP on the table. If you're careful about it, I guess. I'm gonna try to kill this big mummy here. You know you're gonna get one of those power-ups eventually and just pick up all of your old XP. Okay, Dullahans are up. Time to start moving towards the boss. I wonder what triggers the exploding enemies to spawn. So I didn't really see any while I was standing still. Maybe there's certain screen thresholds that you cross that pops them, you know? Actually, it seems like the holy water is fucking up the Dullahans pretty well. Ah, there it is. Look at that. Beautiful. It's pretty satisfying. Chest over here, hold on. Doot 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 doot. Right on. I feel like the money from those is the really exciting part. This game is cool as hell. It seems like it would be so easy to trivially like rip off and put on the Android store, like a really shit version where you have to keep paying for upgrades. Makes sense. It definitely seems like it rewards going deep and wide. I'm guessing that's why they limit how many you can pick up. Just because all of your weapons are acting on different cooldowns is pretty strong, I think. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. It sucks when you first pick it up. I've never played any game like this before. It's really good though. Highly recommend it. More Laurel. It's like a Skinner box, Operation Idle game, low attention, roguelite, mobile tower defense survival game? I don't know. Oh, I got some kind of luck upgrade there. Cool. Number go up. No, it's not a bullet hell. It's really, really good. Because the enemies aren't moving in bullet patterns, they're just all trying to converge on me all the time, so I can try to like pat them away. They have different abilities and behaviors, I suppose. Some of them shoot projectiles and the like, but... Ooh, I want more wings. I was hoping to get more damage there, but take more move speed. Alright, so once we get to the 9-minute mark, shit gets pretty crazy here. Try to remember that for level 2. Can I get a damage upgrade? Oh man. Levels are really hard to come by now. Empty Tome is effectively a damage upgrade. Oh shit. Don't blow up at me, bro! I think if I hit those guys, it triggers the explosion early, the suicide enemies. It'll be more Laurel. Probably gonna protect me. Hey! Wow, that was awesome. An amazing screen clear cross. It's also very Castlevania inspired. Wait, what did that say? Can I review my shit somewhere? Whoa, shit. Damn, okay. What is happening? What the fuck? Let's do the candelabra. Why did I get so many level ups there? I mean, I'm not complaining, that was red. Oh, really? Ooh, we got those Buell things from... I think they're called Buell, from Castlevania. The lion head with the wings around it. Oh, there's a red gem. Okay, thank you. I'm not complaining. I think the Buell is a boss. It probably drops a chest. I'll try to kill it before moving on here. Need wall meat. Floor meat, excuse me. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Hell yeah. That's amazing. I left so much XP on the table back here. Oh my god. Medusa heads! Kicking my ass. I haven't gotten a lightning ring upgrade in a while. Oh, they're nastier Medusa heads now too. Okay. I think this is my punishment for not going to the objective earlier. Now I have tons of nasty Medusa heads. I think different games have either had that be an L or an R. I think it's based on an actual mythological thing, though. I just don't know what that thing is. God. Holy water's paying the bills here, too. Ooh, let's see if I can kill this boss. More Dullahans, fuck. It's with an R, okay. So when they use an L, it's just a localization error. The common one. Ooh, free wings. Cool. I wonder if the wings ever gives you something interesting or if it's always just plus 10% move. Plus 10% move is still pretty cool, even if it's not giving you a special effect. I would love to get that pickup that draws in all of the leftover XP to me. That would make me very happy. Yeah, I got a lot of points in Laurel right now. I think it's also helping a lot. So am I right that Laurel's basically a bubble shield that it absorbs some number of hits and then takes some time to regenerate, basically? Okay. That seems pretty strong. I love the empty tome. Only I can get more empty tomes. Okay, now we got the boss. Let's try to not get time stopped here. Shit. At least it's only a slow and it doesn't literally freeze you. It'd be a death sentence if it did. We got here. Awesome, Kami. This game rules. I think you'll enjoy it. I'm having a blast with it right now. It's like liquid fun. It's just fun. Without a lot of the ick that I feel like I've experienced with you know, your naked Skinner box games. How does it take to kill these fuckers? Jeez. I'll do the candelabra. Wow, yeah, the radius on garlic can get really high eventually. Good lord. That's funny. Why won't you die? Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. That is too many Medusa heads. she's still alive. This big Mudman is kicking my ass too. Lightning ring. Base area up by 100%. That sounds nuts. It is nuts. Whoa. I like powered up lightning ring. Holy shit. That's amazing. Oh my god. How much is this on Steam? I bought it for subblock, but I don't remember. It's not very much, right? I could do this all day. It's a little late for this, but yeah, the ones I'm not as excited about. It's like $3. Talk about a steal, wow. Probably want to take armor then. I feel like I should fill my 6th slot just so I stop getting rolls for items that I don't want. I'm guessing it only makes it so I would get passives or upgrades to my existing weapons. Okay, just try to run around their clock attack, I suppose. Oh, we got a big Medusa now. I think that spawned at the 15-minute mark, maybe? Oh shit, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm too slow. Oh god, now it's just spawning the time stop fairies. Good lord. Okay. None of this is super good. I'll take the Bible just to get it to stop rolling stuff here. Magic Banger permanently allows to change music in the stage selection. Ah, okay. Now it's just a stage. Gotcha. It's a big old Bible. Yeah, exactly. Extremely good value proposition. Give this developer money. Oh, the music thing? That's kind of cool. You can pick your own songs for stages. If there's a track you really like, a stage you really want to farm, I suppose. Good God. Can't really imagine the lightning ring getting much more nutty than it is right now. Holy water. Oh, that's because the lightning ring is maxed out. I just noticed in the top corner there. Interesting. All right, back-to-back level ups again. So there is a max level. That's interesting. Oh my god, I'm getting so much shit right now. All right, max holy water. Start working on the Bible. Garlic. Max garlic. Max holy water's funny. Oh shit, that was really bad. Try to get out of here and see if I can find some floor meat. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Ooh, evolve Santa Water. Damaging zones follow you and grow when they move, and there's like affixes on it? Oh my god. Oh my god, oh no. This is like when I got XP from like burning a log in RuneScape. I was like, oh no, I'm fucked. Good lord, that's awesome. Wonder how many affixes there are on max level upgrades. I really want to get that thing that picks up all the orbs on the ground, because there's probably a ton of them. Yeah, everything is just raining death constantly. It's pretty great. Oh, hey, yeah. Wow, they're really just drawing on all of the classic Castlevania monsters. It's fun. I'll take the armor, but I need to actually have some health. So right now, the Laurel Shield is the only thing keeping me alive, it seems like. These things growing in size as they follow me is pretty cool. Hey, we got some floor meat there. Very exciting. It's definitely the best I've done. Curious what the max crown does, if anything. Can I only get those, like, affix weapon adjustments via chests? That's max page. What do we got? Bible. Do they only work with maxed out abilities? Ooh, there's a classic one. I like how they made them ever so slightly different. They didn't just directly use the Castlevania sprites, but they came pretty goddamn close too. Oh, we got skulls now, okay. I feel like Brutus put a game on Subblock that was like the FPS version of this, but instead of being like an amazing non-stop onslaught of dopamine chemicals, it was like extremely stressful and difficult. Let's keep doing the Bible, I guess. Yeah. We represent but are legally distinct from the Lollipop Guild. Yeah, I'm excited about, like, is there such a thing as an evolved XP passive, right? When you pick up orbs, everything near the orb takes damage or whatever. It's all kinds of cool design space for that kind of thing. Big green guy's got a lot of health. Let's keep going with... max out my weapons here as much as possible. Wait from an asset pack of sprites for a turn-based roguelike Castlevania. Oh, that's kind of cool. every level up is like insanely satisfying, more than it ought to be. The sound effect of the thing popping up, the game pausing for a second. For as simple as this is, the game feel is really good. Alright, I'll take some armor. I was hoping for a super Bible, but I'll take some armor. So we do want to move occasionally to try to look for respawn candelabras, I guess. I like that the Bibles just knock the exploding suicide enemies away. It's great. Okay. Good max orb pickup radius. That's pretty sick. If only I had more progression upgrades, right? Okay, I lost all my laurel shields there. Wings, I think? Let's max wings. Hooray! That thing is still level 1, I think. I wonder if it gets really good later on. Be interesting. Oh, that room clear. Although the room clear is not that impressive when my lightning ring already kind of does that. Okay, the number of things I can upgrade is going down now. Gotcha. Come on, legendary weapon. Or that's cool. Got so much gold right now, which is great. I really want to get one of those orb pickups. I think I left a bunch of orbs behind me off to the right. Probably need to start looking specifically for candelabras. The candelabra system is very smart too, because like you kind of are incentivized to stay in an area, but I'm guessing that things only respawn off screen from you, so you kind of have to travel to get pickups like those. There it is. Oh yeah. Oh god. That's a 24-minute mark right there? Holy shit. I'm gonna die. Yep, I got really far though. Good timing, I was worried I was to be on this for a really long time. Magic Banger, Clover, King Bible, Bracer, Lightning Ring before, Porta, Lady Alucard, Poe. Oh, that's from Garlic level 7. Level 40 in the library. 20 minutes with any character. Evolve the Santa Water. Oh, and you just straight up get some coins for that. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see. Keep doing greed, I think, until I max it out. Should be soon. We don't have time to start another run, but I kind of want to think about life here for a second. You said unlock shows me all the stuff that I... Oh, this is just the list of achievements, basically. Level 16, the dairy plant. I wanted to unlock Alucard. Permanent 25% pickup radius and minus 30 max health. Well, screw Alucard. Ooh, plus 30% area permanence. And post starts with the the garlic. Oh, the old garlic man. That sounds amazing. All right. Future Marstead, you get this game. Just play more of it and smile constantly. Thank you, Trock, for sharing this. This game rules. I am fine to do your remaining 7 hours of subblock on this next week if you're okay with it. I'm excited to see what unlocks there are. Sure, we'll get to a point where we like tap it out, but yeah. Friendship ended with Alucard. Pick up Radius Garlic Man as my new best friend.